Hey up everybody, my name is Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence, and today I'm sort of about to take my theory test and I'm kind of wondering, why the hell do I want to drive? It just looks so miserable, right? Everything about it, from getting in the car to adjusting your seat every time, to checking the blind spot, remembering to check your blind spot, remembering to do this, remember to do that, turning the corner. Everything about it just seems so fucking awful, right? The noise, and every time I drive somewhere, I have to drive through somewhere absolutely fucking miserable like this, right? Where there's just the noise and every other car is full of some fucking wanker who's just an absolute idiot on the road. And you know, you risk your life and limb, put your own life in your hands every single time you get in a car. And it's just kind of making me think, what's the fucking point? But you know what, I've gotten as far as I have now, and I really need to be able to drive for the sake of being able to provide for the people I care about. I need to be able to drive someone to the hospital in the event of an emergency. There's times when having a car will come in exponentially fucking useful, inexplicably useful in ways I can't even imagine yet. So I need to learn how to drive, but I do sort of look at it and I just kind of think, it doesn't look like much fun. Whenever I'm in the car with someone and they're driving along, I just kind of look at them and I think, are you actually enjoying this? I doubt they are. You know, you got to have your utmost attention at all times. You know, people who drive to commute to work, particularly Americans, they have to have their full concentration on the road all the time like this, right? And they have to do that all the time, right? They can't just sit back and relax. When I commute to work on the train, I can just sit back with a book, or realistically just, you know, doom scroll. But at the same time, at least I have a bit of time to turn my brain off and turn my head off. Driving is just like, I'm looking at all the people in these cars now. They're locked in doing that. Because if they didn't, they'd veer off onto the side of the road, right, and kill someone. And every single one of these people, right, is putting my life in their hands, right? Because any of them could just drive the car along like that and just kill me at any moment, right? And it's just so normal. Like, I'm not sitting here shitting myself and like getting a big bucket of sweat going, because this is a threat that we face every single day. Every time we cross the road, we face the possibility of some wanker killing us, murdering us in his fucking giant 2-ton death machine, right? So about a year and a half ago, right, I was walking somewhere, and to get there, I had to go through this little estate which had this kind of overhang bit for cars to drive through. And there was an Ocado fan that was trying to drive through it, and he thought that it was tall enough, and he drove, and I could see from my point of view that it was not tall enough. And he sliced the entire top of his roof, and there was this huge screech, and a load of brickwork came off of the front of this council house. And the Ocado van stopped, and he went, and he got out, and he looked at it, and he's like, oh no. And I asked him, hey, you alright, mate? And he's like, yeah, I'm alright. When he very, very, very clearly wasn't alright. And it was just, that stuck with me. I just sort of thought at any moment something could go horribly, horribly wrong, just like that. I mean, right now the road is quite clear, but at any moment it could just fill up, right? And when it does fill up, suddenly you've got so much to contend with. You've got so many other idiot drivers on the road to contend with. You've got the politics of a highway, you know? That's kind of what's going on. And I just find it a little bit, I don't know, not exciting to me. I want to be able to drive partly for the street cred of it, and because it'll be useful on my CV, it'll be useful for, you know, helping the people that I care about. And, you know, it'd be nice to have that little bit of freedom to be able to just hop in a car and go. But at the same time, the going part of hopping a car and go is like this. It's fucking miserable, right? Stopping at traffic lights all the time, having to focus on all these road markings all over the place, having to stick to your lane, having to make sure you don't ram yourself into another car. They say there's apparently 40,000 deaths in America from car accidents. And I wonder how that number isn't just way, 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 way fucking higher. Because the amount of cars that there are on the road and the amount of idiot drivers there are on the road is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how there are not more deaths from everything that goes on around here. I really, really, truly don't. Because you look at the world around you, right? And you see cars turning in, you see cars parking up, you see cars driving along, you see cars changing lanes. And it's like, these are all so many different minds. Do you know how many people have been in this video? Someone in the comments, count how many cars have been in this one video, right? That's how many brains have been operating this long, interconnected system. Almost like that birch tree that's in some forest in America. It's like loads and loads and loads of trees, but it's one giant ecosystem with all the same roots collected, right? We all become one big hive mind on the road, it seems like. But one hive mind that's constantly fighting itself. We're always looking at another driver going, you're a fucking knobhead. Oh, you fucking idiot. You weren't meant to stop there. Oh, fucking hurry up and turn. I'm trying to get to my fucking destination, There's so many different reasons to get angry at different drivers. And having done my lessons, I've gotten angry at my fair share of fucking people. Not like road rage, but just kind of like, oh, for God's sake, just come on, go. And it's just irritating. And I don't understand why we've decided that this is the best system for public transport when it very clearly isn't. There must be some better way of doing this. You can watch an Adam Something video and he'll tell you it's trains. And I don't know what the true answer is. Maybe it's this, maybe it's self-driving cars, maybe it's 15-minute cities where we just walk everywhere, maybe it's a combination of everything. I don't entirely know. But I would like to know, because it's got to get better than this. Because this is a fucking joke. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching this video, everybody. Hope you managed to get something out of it. I know a lot of my audience are Americans, and you don't have a choice on whether you can drive or not. I'm lucky enough to live in London, where I get the choice on whether I want to drive or not. Okay? And that means I have a privilege to choose to drive. You don't get that privilege. So what's it like having to drive everywhere? Would you rather get public transport all around, or do you think this whole video is just kind of nonsense and just bitching and moaning from a learner driver who doesn't even know how to drive yet? Let me know your thoughts, and have a good one, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.